When you turn on your TV in your room and they have their own video. Like if you're staying here, you turn on the TV, you get this. Welcome to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. 24-hour gambling 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I'm sitting there like, why can't I stop watching this? And I started thinking at this point, why don't they just do that to the slot machines? You know what I mean? Gambling's already shameless, might as well go all the way. You walk up to one of the little machines, pop in a 20. Don't stop. I'm not gonna stop. People are walking by. What are you doing? Trying to get the jackpot. Yeah, man. I'm gonna start the show off tonight with a question. That's not normally how comedy shows happen, but I'm gonna start it off with the question. The question is, who here tonight has never heard of me up until tonight? 5. 2, 5. Okay, to those of you, the 5 of you, I say sorry. I know you got excited, you saw the ticket, you saw the last name, and then I walked out and you're like, Enrique got bigger. The only reason why I ask who has never seen or heard of me before is because if you have, then you know the type of show that I do. And you know the type of show that I don't do. Like, I'm not here to tell you who to vote for, who not to vote for, what shot to take, or what baby to get rid of. That's not for me to say. And if you're already offended, you just missed the whole point of that. I'm telling you what I'm not gonna do. I promise you, I am here to entertain, not offend. Okay? We're gonna have fun with everybody, starting with me, but I'm just gonna let you know, we are living in a very different time. I've been doing this so long, I always figured as long as I'm being nice, I shouldn't have any issues. But it's a very different time. This is year 27 for me. Yeah. 27 years of being a comedian. And in those 27 years, I never had to worry. You know, when I first got started, 1997, I was clean shaven. Yeah, I had hair. I know, look at some of you. What happened? Huh? Vaccine, I know. I'm kidding. Sorry, Florida. I'm kidding. I said vaccine, some of you were like, I told you. Yeah, no.
Te dije, el gordo dijo.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, I have some friends that tell me, dude, man, you're making money now. Why don't you get the hair thingy? I said, for what? Well, you know, some women, they want a guy with hair. Well, good for them. And they're not lying. I have gone out with some women that made it a point to tell me that hair was important. One told me flat out, I need to be able to run my fingers through your hair. Yeah? And I told her, hey, look, if you go deep enough, you're gonna get your wish. You were not specific on location. Hey, you want hair, you want pelos? I got you. But yeah, 27 years of being a comedian. And in those 27 years, I have seen a lot of comedians come and go. And I feel very grateful that in all that time, we've still managed to maintain a certain level. So I feel like we're doing something right, which feels weird to me because now I feel like you gotta be very mindful. Okay, you gotta be extra mindful. Like, 27 years of being a comedian, I finally started hearing people tell me things that I've never heard before. I started hearing people tell me things like, hey, Fluffy, I grew up watching you. Incredible compliment. Because that doesn't just say that you're a fan. That says that you're invested. That says that you've been following this career for a very long time. Some of you, the first time you saw me perform, you were kids. And now some of you are here tonight with your kids. And so I just want to say thank you for all those years of trust and continuing to come back to see the show. It means a lot. Hearing someone say they grew up watching me, that is one of the most beautiful compliments any entertainer can receive. And I understand that now with therapy, that's what that means. Look, I'm not gonna lie, the first time I heard someone tell me that they grew up watching me, I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how to process, because nobody wants to feel like they're getting old. So the first time I heard it, I was like, second time I heard it, I was like, buy a hat. The third time I accepted it, I was like,
Many years ago, when I first got started, all of this was land as far as the eye could see. It was a very different time. And
by the way, I don't know why my old voice is white. He just is. I tried doing the Mexican voice, but you don't take him as serious, you know? Just,
No, pues chingue su madre, cabrón. Ahí andamos en el rancho y nos mandaron a la chingada, güey. Está bien difícil.
but times are changing. The rules are changing, so I don't know how much longer this is gonna be okay. I'll tell you what happened to me and why I brought that up. I did a podcast, and before I went into the studio, I'm talking to the producer outside, and the producer's really excited and happy, and she's like,
Gabriel Iglesias, we're so excited to have you. This is really cool. Before you go in, the host wanted me to ask you something before you go in for your interview.
I go, sure, go for it.
Okay, what do you identify as?
I wasn't sure how to answer that. I'm 47 years old. I didn't know what to say. I was like, shit, hungry, I guess. I mean, I'm tired, sleepy, depressed on Tuesdays. I don't know what you want me to say. See, here's the thing. I knew what she was trying to ask me. I just wasn't trying to get involved in a conversation about something that has absolutely nothing to do with me. This was, yeah. I felt like I was being baited because no matter how I answered that question, I was gonna find myself in an awkward situation. So, you know, because for me, I was just like, let me just be funny. But nowadays, you can't just not answer the question because silence is seen as a problem. And I'm sorry if me not answering a certain question is considered a problem. I was brought up during a time where you were constantly told to mind your business. That's all I'm trying to do, is stay in my lane. Another thing we were constantly told was always respect your elders. And no matter what generation you were from, that was at least the one thing we could always agree on until now. Now older people are seen as a problem. They are. You know, and I understand the youth of today has the technology in the palm of their hands, not Google life experience, okay? You can't download struggling. You can't download failure. You can't download these moments that help build you up to make you a better person. And so, again, for me, I chose to stay in my lane and just crack jokes when the girl asked me the question. She got very upset. She got very offended. Oh, as soon as I cracked the joke, she's like, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, what are your pronouns?
What? What are your pronouns? For example, are you a they or a them? A they? Or a them? How fat am I? When did I stop being a it? Apparently I ate myself into a plural. That's what happened. What I'm finding is even if you have good intentions and you're just trying to be cool, you can still find yourself in a situation. So I'll tell you what else happened to me, okay? I was at a McDonald's. That's not even the joke, but okay. Already they're like, this is gonna be good. No. I was at a McDonald's by my house. The McDonald's by my house is actually a twofer. It's a McDonald's on the corner and it's also a gas station. I got a big SUV. I knew it was gonna be a minute, so I said, let me go get some nuggets while I'm here. I walk into the McDonald's, and as I'm walking in, I couldn't help but notice this homeless family sitting right outside. Now, they didn't have a sign. They did not ask me for money, but you could just tell. You could just tell that this poor family is dealing with life. So I get inside and I said, you know what? I don't need anything to eat. I really don't. At this point, it's just a habit. I get to the register and I says, you know what, let me order some food for the family. They got kids with them. So I placed an order and the cashier's like, anything else? Actually, yes. Do you have wet naps? Excuse me? You know, wet naps to clean your hands? Sir, you're more than welcome to use the restroom. I'll give you the code. Here's the thing. It's not for me. It's for the homeless family that's right outside the door. I want to make sure that the little kids can clean their hands before they eat. This food that I just ordered is for them. And as we're talking, thank you. As we're talking, the manager at the McDonald's is listening in to our conversation. And she walks over and she's all nosy, right? She's like, excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear the conversation. Did you just say that this food is for the family outside? Yeah, I hope that's okay. Oh no, it is definitely okay. Giving food to people who need food is definitely okay. However, what you just called them is not okay. What did I call them? You said homeless. 'Cause they are, look, shit. He's licking the window. Sir, you can't say that word anymore. It's considered offensive. Who complained? Okay, well, if I'm not supposed to say the word homeless